Hello again, everyone. Edwin Lerner back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Pluto Conjunct Midheaven in a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in the natal chart. They're a little bit concise. Some people may refer to them as snappy. So what I decided to do is make another series on them, in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is if you have Pluto conjunct the midheaven in a natal chart, there may be tremendous passion, desire, and emotional intensity, which is Pluto, connected with matters with the career, which is the midheaven. Now, if you have, say, the midheaven in Sagittarius as an example, the career may be connected with publishing, advertising, printing press operation, sports, the outdoors, camping, foreign travel, religion, philosophy, college teaching, translation as some examples. And also, too, this aspect can indicate possibly having a livelihood, which is the midheaven, associated with insurance, recycling, surgery, psychology, investigation, or the occult, which includes astrology, and that is connected with Pluto. Now, let's say, if the conjunction, is in Scorpio, this may be flavored with more emotional intensity, resourcefulness, passion, desire. If the conjunction, say, is in Libra, as another example, it may be more something that's more, balanced, refined. It may involve, like a partnership, kind of situation. Now, another thing about Pluto conjunct the midheaven in a natal chart is that it may also manifest in being, it could be being very obsessed and fixated, which is Pluto, as far as attaining notoriety and recognition, which is the midheaven. Now, let's say, if the midheaven is in Aquarius, notoriety and recognition may be attained. It could be through humanitarian, altruistic endeavors. It may be done through astrology, astronomy, computers, electronics, innovation, meteorology, aviation, or even rocket science in some instances. Say if the midheaven is in Capricorn, it could be notoriety and recognition may be gained through something business or the government or politics. It could be masonry, doing something with accounting, dentistry, information technology, architecture, as some examples. Now, another thing, too, that those that you're in intimate relationships and shared resources situations with, which is Pluto, may figure prominently in the success you attain, which is the midheaven. Now, let's say if, Pluto is in Sagittarius, one or more of those people that you're in intimate relationships and or shared resources situations with may actually be a Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are, optimistic, expansive, jovial, jocular, philosophical, upbeat, but at the same time, can be very blunt, tactless, self-righteous, and foolhardy as well. And also, too, the dominant parent, which is the midheaven, which is often the father. It may be someone that is empowering, transforming, probing, incisive, resilient, and resourceful, but at the same time can be jealous, manipulative, and vengeful as well, which is, Plutonian qualities. Let's say, for example, if you have the midheaven in Virgo, the dominant parent may be someone that's a Virgo sun, moon, or ascendant person, or embody the traits of the sign. It could be somebody that's very punctilious with details, analytical, pedantic, frugal, systematic, methodical, scrupulous, meticulous, but could be somebody that's overly judgmental, critical, and cynical as well. Now, also too, Pluto conjunct the midheaven could also manifest in where there may be, very, incisive, probing, resilient, resourceful, investigative, and even obsessive, which is Pluto qualities that may be difficult to suppress, which is the midheaven, because the midheaven, can reflect qualities that are hard to suppress from others. Now, if the midheaven is an Aquarius, there may also be some, idiosyncratic or bizarre, or unusual, rebellious, non-conforming qualities that may be hard to hold back or suppress from others as well. Let's say if the midheaven is in Capricorn, there may be, some qualities that, very even disciplined, structured, consistent, but yet very, cold energy that may be hard, to hide or hold back, because again, the midheaven can reflect those qualities that are difficult to suppress from other people. Now, also too, Pluto conjunct the midheaven can indicate, in some cases, some resurgence or revival or rebirth, which is Pluto, of a business, which is the midheaven, at some point in time. Now, let's say if the midheaven is in Scorpio, as an example, there may be some rebirth of a business associated with insurance or loans, or it could be the occult, which includes astrology, or something with embalming, or it could be a business that involves with, funerals, or maybe there's it could involve something that can involve like forensics or investigation, or business that involves deep research or psychology, as some examples. Now, also, too, there may be some crisis that you deal with, or crime or corruption, which is Pluto, that may, impact your public image and reputation, which is the midheaven, at, some point. It could be like, for example, just simply something with, slander, or, maybe you actually, help solve a crime, which could, impact your public image and reputation, to be, favorably. Keep in mind, conjunctions and aspects in astrology are neutral. They could have good and bad qualities, so this aspect can be, for better or for worse. If you're, let's say, Pluto is in Scorpio, the crime that against you, maybe there's some kind of insurance fraud, that you may, wind up dealing with, or that could affect your public image and reputation, which is the midheaven, for better or for worse. As an example, if Pluto is in Sagittarius, the crime may involve, it could be something associated with publishing or advertising, as another example. And also, too, authority figures, which is the midheaven, may be powerful, controlling, and empowering, which is Pluto, because keep in mind that conjunctions, again, are neutral aspects. So when you have, the midheaven conjunct Pluto in your natal chart, the authority figures in your life, superiors, supervisors, they may often take on good and bad qualities connected with Pluto. Now, if the midheaven, is in Sagittarius, those authority figures may also be people that are philosophical, exuberant, enthusiastic, expansive, but may also be blunt, tactless, reckless, self-righteous, and foolhardy as well. Now, also, too, there may be power struggles, with those people as well, with authority figures, which is the midheaven, even with older people, and the dominant parent, which is often the father, because that is connected with the midheaven as well. And, some, if you have, let's say, the midheaven say is in Scorpio. Older people and superiors, authority figures, the dominant parent, which is often the father. One or more of those people may actually be a Scorpio sun, moon, or ascendant person, or embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are resourceful, resilient, empowering, transforming. It could be powerful, magnetic, but may also be jealous, manipulative, and vindictive as well. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Leonard saying stay well.